Hey, Audrey, can I have a quick chat with you? There's something important I need to discuss.
Oh, Gemma. Of course. What's on your mind? Do you need any assistance or something from me?
I need you to take care of Blaze, please and thank you.
Wait, I'm sorry. What? Why would I do that?
Because, unlike you, I have a lot of my playtime dealing with some significant matters. Do you comprehend the situation?
Hold on for a moment, please. You can't simply surprise me with something like that out of nowhere. I also have tasks I intended to accomplish today, you know. Moreover, why does it have to be me? Can't you consider finding a sitter or an alternative solution? I really don't understand why you came to me for this.
I told you that I'm swamped with work. The thing is, I've recently taken the reins of this posh bed and breakfast that used to be run by my mother-in-law. She's in the hospital, so she finally handed it over to me. It's a big responsibility, but I'm stepping up to the challenge.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. This is the first time I'm hearing of this.
Well, that's because today is my first day. And over the next couple days, we're going to be having some huge parties of guests coming to stay with us for the weekend. So I am busy right now. So I thought of all the other moms I know. I tried to think who probably would have the most free time on their hands, which of course brought me to you. That's why I need you to take Blaze. I'll probably be asking for some other things from you as well. You're not really doing anything anyways.
No. Hold on for just a minute here. I can't possibly take care of your kid, because Archie and I are going to be staying at, well, your inn this weekend.
Wait a second. Are you serious? You're going to be staying at my luxury inn, is that what you're saying?
Yes. We've had our reservation booked for a while. Almost half a year, in fact. And we are really looking forward to it.
And what brings you to my humble establishment, if I may ask?
Well, this weekend is our 15th anniversary, and we were planning on spending it together there. And we're not taking our kids with us either. We've already asked some friends to look after them while we are away. So, I'm sorry to say, but that means I won't be able to look after your kid either.
Wow! Are you absolutely sure about this? I mean, you didn't come up with this on a whim to avoid your responsibility of taking care of my son, did you? I just want to make sure everything's legit.
What? Are we sure about that? What do you mean?
I mean about you staying with us. Do you know how much it costs to room at my inn? Don't you? Just one night costs about $500. It's really not a place for poor families like yours. I don't even see how you could afford it.
Oh, the price. Yes. Of course I know about that. We didn't just book a room without thinking about how much it would cost. So yes, that's all settled. Thank you for your concern, though.
So you knew the price, and you still decided to go through with the booking? I'm sure you're mistaken in saying that. I manage a luxury inn, do you understand? Luxury. Don't you think someplace more like a Motel 8 or something would be in the budget range for you two? I know things haven't been easy on your family lately.
I have already told you that we did in fact do our research before booking the room, and that we're more than prepared to pay for it. Also, I don't know where you get it in your head that my family was poor, because we really aren't.
Well, I'm glad you tricked yourself into believing that. It's good to see impoverished people having some kind of positivity in their lives.
Okay, sure, whatever. Anyways, like I mentioned before, I won't be able to take care of your kids this weekend because we will be at your inn. We've already packed our bags and are ready to head out first thing tomorrow. So the plan really can't be changed now, even if I wanted to. Which I don't, by the way. So I guess you'll have to find someone else to watch Blaze. Gemma, are you there? I need to talk to you about something.
Oh, Audrey, hello there. Have you finally come around about watching Blaze this weekend? You've made the right call, Audrey.
No. And I think you know damn well this is about the hotel. We just arrived not that long ago, only to have the person who was working at the front desk tell us that our reservation that we made for this weekend have been canceled.
What? Oh my. I wonder what could have happened there. I certainly have no clue what might have happened to your reservation.
I'm not done. Not only were the reservations that we made 6 months ago canceled, but we were told that we were not eligible for a refund of any kind. In fact, they're trying to charge us a fee for canceling so late. I know for a fact that nobody in this house would have canceled those reservations. So I'm looking for an explanation. Got one?
An explanation? And why do you think I'd know anything about something like that? Sounds like someone just canceled their reservations, doesn't it? I guess there's nothing else that can be done. It's probably best if you just pay the fee and be on your way. Like I said, we're really busy with all the other guests we have booked to stay the weekend. I can't be holding up the staff. There's so much to do to get ready before everyone arrives. I'm sorry that you decided to cancel your plans at the last minute, but I can't offer you any kind of deal just because our kids go to the same school. You'll still have to pay your fees.
But Gemma, I didn't cancel anything. Those reservations should have stayed on the books until we got there. Something happened to them. I have already accepted that we might not be able to stay here like we planned. But I refuse to leave this place until I get a good answer on what happened to my reservations.
You must be having trouble reading. I'm telling you that if they've been canceled, then they were canceled. That's all there is to it. You need to accept the situation and walk away. But if you won't, and you're going to insist on harassing my staff and loitering about in my inn, then I'll have no other choice but to call the police.
Then I guess you leave me no choice. I'll just have to ask Eleanor, who was in charge of the place when we made the reservations, what happened to them.
Wait, what? How do you know my mother-in-law? Why do you think she has anything to do with this?
I don't think she has anything to do with this. But who else can I ask now that you've put me in this position? I knew that she was in the hospital, which is why I never wanted to bother about anything like this the whole time. But I was asking some of the staff who visited her in the hospital, and they tell me she's making a wonderful recovery. But she told me that if I needed anything, I could just call her and she'd arrange it. So I guess I'll have to do just that and give her a call in the hospital.
Wait, what? Excuse me. You still haven't told me about how you know Eleanor, much less how you have her number. You know some of the staff that works here, too? Is that some kind of joke? Hello? Audrey, are you there? Audrey, pick up the phone!
What is it, Gemma?
Finally, you get back to me. You have a lot of nerve making me wait that long to get a hold of you. What's going on? Where have you been?
I told you what I was going to do. I called Eleanor at the hospital, explained to her what was going on with my reservation. She thought about it and told me to pass a message along to you. You're fired. Or something to that effect. Honestly, I don't think you want to know what she really had to say when I told her all about what had happened.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? That can't be.
I guess what she really said was that a waitress like you shouldn't be going around telling people that you own the place. And even though you're just waitstaff here, she still might have to fire you, is more accurately what she said.
Ugh, why does that woman always have to ruin things for me? I hate her. So what if I was a server up until now? It's not like Eleanor has anyone else to take over when she's gone. I'm the rightful heir. The hotel has to go to me. Eleanor steps down and I step up. I'm her daughter-in-law, so it should be as simple as that. Now she's gone and fired me?
Well, after I called her and told her about how our reservation had been mysteriously canceled by someone, She sat up in her hospital bed and called the front desk to the inn right away.
Why? Why would she do that? It's not like they would know anything.
Well, she called to ask them to watch some of the security camera footage from this morning, and they did.
Security camera footage? I didn't know we had those for the front desk.
And clear as day, there you were on the screen, going on the computer and deleting our reservations from the inn's computer system.
What? I didn't. You can't prove what I was doing there.
No, Gemma. I very much can. The camera was behind you. We could see the screen and what you were doing on the computers. It sure is a good thing that Eleanor installed those new fancy 4K cameras. Not that long ago, right?
4K cameras? You mean I was caught in 4K?
Strange way to word it, I guess. But yeah, sure. Anyways, it sounds like Eleanor wants you to pack up your things and get out of her inn immediately.
What? No, she can't do that. She can't just kick me out. This was supposed to be my chance to usurp the whole business while she was out of commission. I suppose to take everything over.
Well, I'm pretty sure that you'll be hearing from Eleanor yourself soon enough. So brace yourself for that. Anyways, I heard that she's going to be hiring her niece to replace her when she steps down, since this niece already has experience managing some hotels and inns.
What? She's going to be going with her niece instead of me?
And since Eleanor was hospitalized so suddenly, I heard she already reached out to this girl and asked her to report to the inn as soon as possible. In fact, I think she just arrived right now.
Wait. No, you're kidding me. Eleanor's niece is here right now?
That's right. She's going around introducing herself to the inn staff and explaining that she'll actually be running things around here from now on.
Are you kidding me? She's really going to be the new boss?
Well, anyone who hadn't even heard that she was going to be arriving probably shouldn't be the person running the whole inn anyway. Especially if you think it's appropriate to cancel your customers' reservations on a whim.
What's going on? I don't understand. You're supposed to be poor. I was just trying to protect the inn from letting someone like you stay here. You got uppity and I had to put you in your place. And besides, I did it for your sake too. You shouldn't be staying at a place that's going to bankrupt you. I did it to protect your poor, poor family.
Gemma, stop this. It is honestly just embarrassing for you right now. And for the last time, my family is not poor. Where did you even get the idea that we were?
Well, because your clothes are always so blah. You never wear anything fashionable.
What? My clothes are blah. So you're judging my whole family's economic status based on my so-called lack of fashion?
Oh, well, come on. You don't wear any nice brands. All your stuff is from Target or Sears or something. It's all so cheap. What else was I supposed to think? Besides, not only that, you live with your husband's parents. You're really trying to tell me that that arrangement isn't because of the result of you begging and crying to live with them because you don't have any money to afford a place of your own?
And that's the reason why you always treat me like I'm on the edge of poverty?
You know what? I don't believe you anymore. I think you're just trying to trick me because you're upset that I canceled your reservation even though you did it in the first place.
You mean you don't believe me about your new boss being Eleanor's niece?
That's right. It sounds like a bunch of nonsense that you came up with on the fly. Though I admit you had me going for a little bit. But the gears really started turning when you were pretending you knew Eleanor's phone number and kept up with her. There's no way that's true. After that, nothing else added up about what you were saying.
I know Eleanor because we worked together.
What? You know her through your work? What do you even do?
I'm a travel writer, actually.
Wait, are you serious?
Of course I am. Why would I lie about that? That's why I knew some of the staff already. I've already been to this inn earlier to do some looking around and gather some materials for what I was going to write. The staff here kindly showed me around and answered any questions that I had.
So then you really are a travel writer.
That's what I said. Of course, once I got married and had kids, I cut way back on the amount of work that I was doing. But lately, my husband and son have both been encouraging me to get back into it and try writing again. Well, I mentioned that I might be interested in working full-time against my in-laws and my brother-in-law, who's chief editor of the travel magazine. Anyways, he agreed to hire me on as a writer for this special edition article they're releasing. And for the first article was going to be about where some of the best inns are to go for a special occasion, like a 20th anniversary, for example.
A travel magazine? Wanted to write a special edition article on this inn? Are you being serious right now?
I don't know why you keep asking that. But yes, I'm very serious right now. Well, I guess I should say it was going to be featured. But now, thanks to you, my chance to stay here and get enough material to write the article has been completely ruined.
But I had no clue. I didn't mean to.
And while Kathy was checking the cameras and watching you commit your little crime, I called the travel magazine company to explain what happened. And now, thanks to you, the whole editing section of the company has gone topsy-turvy now that their special guest article is apparently not going to be ready in time for this month's edition.
What? So then this means I really shouldn't have canceled your reservation then, doesn't it? But the room is still empty. You could just go in and everything would be fine, right?
Have you really already forgotten why that isn't going to work?
What? No. What do you mean it has to work?
Because, Gemma, the room that my husband and I thought we would be staying in this weekend here is occupied. And it's occupied by your son, who's playing there all by himself with no one to watch him. Or did you forget?
Oh, right, Blaze.
In fact, one of the hotel staff felt bad that he was there all alone and went to go check in on him and see how he was doing. And you know what she found? Sheets were ripped, the bathroom mirror was smashed, drawings all over the wall. He tore through that room like a hurricane and made a giant mess of everything.
What? I can't believe this. My sweet little boy would never do something like that.
Well, we chose that room specifically to showcase in the article. But in that state, we'll never make it work now.
But that can't be. Then what's gonna happen?
Well, what has already happened is that same staff member took your son to the break room, sat him down, and gave him a good lecturing about respecting other people's belongings.
So you're saying Blaze is in the break room?
Yes. And where were you? Why weren't you watching over your kid? I seriously doubt you couldn't see something like this happening.
No, it was just for only a little while.
Well, you better accept your fate and come to the front desk to meet your new boss. Not that you'll be employed here that much longer.
Audrey, I know you're there. Answer the phone, it's an emergency. Audrey, I'm serious, it's a code red. Audrey, my husband left me, we got divorced. Audrey, pick up the phone and answer me.
Well, well, well. If it isn't the fake inn owner.
Come on, that's over now, it's not funny anymore.
That really was some timing the other day. Who would have guessed that I'd missed all the chaos that was going on yesterday? That your secret lover snuck into the room you stole from me.
You don't have to remind me.
No. I just have fun retelling it. Like how you pretended that you owned the hotel, canceled the customer's reservation without asking them, and your kid ruined one of the flagship rooms of the hotel. And all thanks to that, the publication for the magazine was postponed, since the main story couldn't be written. Plus, the hotel had to offer a special campaign to make up for all the trouble you'd caused. Yeah, I don't blame your ex-husband for wanting to get away from you after all of that.
But, no, he's trying to get out of paying alimony since I cheated on him. That's already difficult to deal with. But I also have to pay for damages on the room. Did you see the state of it? They're charging me for everything that little brat did. But I got fired, and there's no way I can afford to pay for anyone's anything now.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that must have been really difficult. Sucks to be you, huh?
Audrey, this isn't a game.
Good luck with that.
What do you mean, good luck?
I'm blocking you now.
Wait. No, you can't. How am I supposed to afford all this? I'm only a woman, Audrey.
I don't understand why Gemma thought I would be the one to help her. But I did some digging and discovered that she's been cut off from her family and lost custody of her child in the divorce. It seems like nobody wants anything to do with her anymore. Not even at family gatherings. I guess she got so desperate with no support system that she clung to the hope that I would somehow come to her rescue. It's not like she can afford to move away since she's stuck in one of the rundown buildings in town. She managed to find a part-time job to cover the apartment expenses. But let's just say she's not exactly the best employee. She's drowning in debt now. And with her job hanging by a thread, I don't see how she'll manage to make ends meet.